All right, so I want to reiterate that the discussion that we had with a friend of ours for an interview, the horrible lighting, the sketchy audio, especially towards the end when everybody starts getting riled up and talking, but I found it fascinating and interesting. I thought maybe some of you all would too. Austin, if you're watching this, you probably already know the majority of this anyway. Yeah, me and Mallory's doing a little editing here, and we're going to start editing his video, and we're going to go ahead and post it. So yeah, beware. Horrible video quality, sketchy audio towards the end, but a great story all in all. So stay rowdy and make it a whole F vibe, shall we?
Yeah, I touched the carburetor like that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Let me give it a sip for it. Sorry.
I don't know. Stored in the same place, stored in the same humidity.
We'll go drink for drink. We need to.
Say my name's Danny Weiss.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we are tonight with Danny Weiss.
I'm gonna say my name's Danny Weiss. Hopping freight.
Okay, well let's go back before that. Let's go to the time you left here to go out west.
Just out.
Yeah, anywhere.
Just
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That God damn, I don't know, I was 22 or 23.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think I was about 23, 24, 22. Something like
Yeah.
that. So it's pretty vague. We were partying up at Luke's pretty hard there. My grandma told me I should go see the world when I could.
Yeah, yeah.
I took off with it. That's
While you was
what-
young.
Yeah, that's really what started that
Yeah.
whole thing.
So where's the first place you went when you left here? Or where's the first place you wanted to
Rainbow
go?
Gathering in Kentucky.
Rainbow Gathering.
A rainbow
Was
gathering
it
in
an
Kentucky.
event?
Yeah, no, it was a family thing, you know, like the deadheads and all that stuff. But I went to that gathering and got out there with a pickle bag, and my ride came back. Luke and all them.
Yeah.
They came back here, and I stepped out, but I planned on that when we left. Like,
Yeah.
and I got in a car with Satellite, and there were probably 4 of us in a Geo Betro with 3 dogs and all our
No
gear,
shit.
just hippie Tetris like a motherfucker. First road dog Tasso had this dog named Service, and he'd go, Service, Rosa Parks, and she'd jump in the back. She'd jump in that motherfucker and dive for the back
Truck that
window.
motherfucker up, huh?
Like dive for the back window to make a spot. She was a little tiny dog. But from there we went to Utah to another rainbow gathering. That was a national, and I doubled back because Tennessee public education fucked me up and didn't tell me that the Rocky Mountains went the rest of the way across the country. I'd double back to see the Rocky Mountains, you know, like we came through Colorado and all that stuff, but that's something I wanted to experience. So I pretty much got off that bus there by myself with my pickle bag and hung out there by Red Feather and 40, Camp 40, mile marker 40 for a little while, and there was another rainbow gathering in a place called Red Feather, so we went up there. And
Break it down a little farther. What's a rainbow gathering?
A rainbow gathering, it's a bunch of hippies and naked fire dancers in the woods.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's,
Like music fest kind of stuff?
yeah, but it's free. It's all free,
yeah.
man. Like it's
Drugs and love.
Yeah, well, you know, there's there's a camp for everything at Rainbow, from drinking and fighting to cuddles and cocoa. You just gotta find the ones right for you, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
And there is one for
you went
everybody.
from
That's no joke.
Rainbow gathering in Kentucky all the way to Utah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was in the Uintas, and then I doubled back to Colorado because I wanted to see the Rocky Mountains. I didn't know they went the rest of the way across the country.
Yeah.
And I met a dude named Vetter at that gathering, and it turned out I'd travel with him for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Like we're pretty inseparable, and we floated around for I don't know 6 months, a year. After that, just going here, going there, you know, checking it out, and
Midwest, Western area?
Midwest, like Pacific Northwest, you know, like all those areas, and we come in through Idaho. And as you're aware, we had friends in Oregon. And my father was getting sick, and we were needing some work, so we went to Cave Junction and ran into them, you know.
Yeah.
And
everybody does know Austin. Everybody knows Austin.
Right.
Cave Junction. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's a good dude. Known him since childhood.
Yeah.
Known everybody here since childhood. we worked that year, and I went and my father died, and I rode his bike back from Alabama and parked it in my living room.
Was he living in Alabama at the time?
Well,
his bike was there?
He died in Atlanta. He was in the prison system. He'd been in prison since I was a young kid.
Yeah.
But he died in there and only had 2 years left, and I inherited his Harley, so I went and put that from Alabama to my house, my living room, and I went right back to hopping freight.
Yeah.
And, well, I think I might have flown back out there.
Like hopping freight, you mean like hopping rail cars?
Yeah, like hopping trains, yeah.
From here?
No. I think I flew back out to the West Coast at that point. But after that year we finished up the garden, and we both done real well. And we flipped a rock on which way to go, north or south, and it was south. And we went plumb the tip of Baja.
So that's when you went from
like that was
half of the Pan American Trail,
right? Well, parts of the PC. We hitchhiked some of the way. I mean, like we rode a train. We rode the fucking Amtrak for the first time. we rode the actual passenger train for the first time at that point, and hit the button on the bridge in Tijuana coming in from San Diego. And I had 2 sheets of acid and got all kinds of money
and away we go.
Hash oil and sewed into the back patch of my dirty jacket, looking homeless.
So this happened a lot sooner than I thought it did. This was like nowhere recent.
When this happened.
Golly,
I was about 26 when this happened.
So this happened way sooner than I thought it did.
That happened. That happened. But we went into Baja and we made to the tip of Baja and across the Sea of Cortez and to Oaxaca and come back up. We come in and I got bit by the scorpion, or bit by the whatever. I don't know what.
That's when Denny went missing.
I woke up and I had a hole in my ankle the size of a golf ball. And the first van that drove by.
Yeah.
And when I did get back to the
American Mission of Mexico.
Right. We were in like Wash 335 and the Mojave Desert, come back in. Oh my God, they got us coming back in. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, jerked our asses up out the freaking river with a lifeguard hook in a John boat, which was ridiculous because it was like 4 foot tall. They could just grab me.
Yeah. Come on up in here, boy.
Right. And they were like, blah, blah. We tried to tell them we were swimming. And they're like, no, we've been watching you. Like, okay, well, that's fair. But,
you got me.
We don't have IDs or anything. And I was like, listen to the way I talk. I'm obviously from Tennessee. And like, the Border Patrol were all Mexicans. They're like, you're an Irish immigrant sneaking back into America. I was kind of hoping for a minute they'd deport me to Ireland.
No shit. Okay, send me back. Here we go.
We kept on. Like, eventually we got kicked out in Arizona somewhere, and we were in the Mojave. And that's when I got bit. And my roadie took off to get water and supplies from the nearest town and made it back that night. But, like, I was in piss poor condition.
Yeah, so this entire trip, the Baja, Mexico trip, that's when you were declared missing by your family.
Well, I got declared missing because I couldn't, like, get out of the desert to...
declare yourself a U.S. citizen.
No. Like, I got stuck in the desert after all that.
Yeah.
They eventually looked us up, kicked us back in, like looked our social securities up and shit. And they kicked us back in, filled our water jugs, said, get the fuck out of here, because we were a pain in the ass. We were. But I was out in the desert, and I got bit by something, and I laid there for a couple days, putting charcoal in the hole in my ankle. And the first van, like, as soon as I could get out of that wash and back to the road, like, the first van coming by was a group of hippies on the way to a rainbow gathering. Of course. So wound up at the Black Sheep gathering. Families everywhere. It's a small world when you live outside. It really is.
Yeah.
But nope. Went to that. Called mom. She said I was missing. I said I'm not leaving this motherfucker until I'm not missing. And
here I is.
Yep. And then I came back for a couple. That was when we came in that Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess after that. Like. But you can look that up on Google.
Yeah. We all heard. I don't know about Cody now, but I know me and Sean, we heard the shit out of it. Denny's missing, Mexico.
I came back, blah, blah, went back, fell into a dark period of my life, we'll say.
Here?
No, out west.
Yeah.
But come back and got through all that, and I was living pretty good for a little while, just floating around, like, blah, blah, for the next, like, I guess, like, for the next several years, I, like, went out west and done the garden thing every year.
Everybody was growing
that was good money, and, but It's just not worth it.
No.
It's just not worth it.
And that's what Austin said. He said now,
Just
unless
not
you're
worth
like with a contract with the
Yeah,
distillery or
like, it's just not worth it, man. Like, there's
no
too
money
many
to be made in
right.
it. Yeah.
But I did real good before that. Like, I had my own garden and everything else. I was probably almost a millionaire at one point. I went to jail out there and got out and had a mattress and a coffee table. Pretty much, you know, dark time in my life.
Yeah.
And just kept doing the floating thing, hitchhiking town to town. Like, whenever I'd done the Hot Springs tour of America, you know, I walked across America 6 or 7 times. Like, me and my dog.
Like East Coast to West Coast, or West Coast to East Coast. Yeah.
All the way. Walked across 6 or 7 times. Just me and my dog. She's over there on the blanket.
Old girl
Life's
some
been
miles on her,
beautiful.
don't she?
Yeah, life's been beautiful, man. Life has been beautiful.
Well, on a lighter note, what was the high like when you was out there in those prime times?
Man.
Like, what was the go-to? What was the best high? Like, what can a man chase on that?
Oh man, freedom.
Yeah,
Freedom's probably a pretty strong one. I don't know, hopping freight's a whole animal in and of itself.
That's on my
man.
bucket list. I swear to
one
God.
Of my favorite
to get on a rail
hops,
car.
One of my favorite hops is from Nevada.
If I go missing, I'm on a rail car. I swear.
You can go from Nevada through the high Sierras, or like across the trestles and stuff out there, and see the wrecks from like the old Wild West train days that they just haven't been able to salvage from down in the gully.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, that's just something a lot of people don't see. You know, I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. And the Santa Fe Tunnel. Oh my God, man! Like, if you ever do hop freight, make sure you bring your bandana. You know, water. You gotta count your nuts before you jump on too, man. Like, if you're looking at the wheel and you can't count all 4 lug nuts on the wheel, it's spinning too fast, it's moving too fast. You
don't do it then, right?
Yeah, but if you look down there and count all 4 of them nuts spinning,
do you have a preference in what kind of car you'd rather ride on, whether it be like a hopper car?
Just be smart.
Yeah.
Just be smart. Don't ride on the bench 4 inches above the wheel, screaming like.
Yeah.
Like, that was back in the Jack Daniel days for sure.
No doubt.
That was back in the Jack Daniel days for sure.
So you literally rode rail car from East Coast to West Coast.
Oh yeah.
Multiple times back and forth.
Oh yeah. No man, people do it all the time. There's probably not many people these days.
How much ride time would you get on these cars? Like, overnight, couple nights, like weeks?
If you get on the right one, it's a straight 30-hour trip.
No shit, you just fucking get on that motherfucker. You're there.
Yeah. If you get on the right one, it might stop somewhere, but like just to load real fast and keep trucking.
No
like,
shit.
If you get on the right one, it wouldn't surprise me that you make there 30.
Where's the
40 hours.
closest you got on one at here?
I've hopped out of Knoxville.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I've hopped out of Knoxville going south. And
anything to worry about.
Really, New Orleans is a good stop.
Yeah.
New Orleans is a good stop if you're a hobo, man.
How'd you know which way the rail cars were going? Like,
well,
you just got on it, it was like, fuck, wherever it goes, I'm going?
Well, there's a thing called a crew schedule.
Yeah.
And it'll pretty much tell you what's going where.
Yeah.
Like, you can look up a crew schedule. But bulls are a real thing, man. Like, what the old timers used to call bulls, like the old railroad police, like, they'll fuck you up. They're federal
agents.
agents.
You hopping on there?
They're federal agents. Like, they're federal agents and privately owned.
Yeah.
Like, they will fuck you up and no one will ask questions about why.
So they have none of that shit, yeah.
Like,
Get the fuck out of here.
But if you're respectful, people are respectful, you know. You might get a hold of the wrong one, like you get a hold of the wrong cop.
Yeah.
But, like, most of the time, people are respectful.
Did y'all get shoot off or anything? And it was like,
oh, yeah, no, we've been run out. Fuck, man. North Platte, Nebraska's the biggest yard in America.
No, I just wanted to.
Like, that was hell to get out of.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had to take a drink of that for JT.
Fuck, take it up. Yeah, that's why I started collecting that. So you literally made a trip from East Coast to West Coast in 30 hours.
No, I haven't never hopped a straight
But it's
hop shot
possibilities,
like
I'm
that.
saying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, like if you get a hold of the right one, I've definitely heard people talk about like straight shot, you know. But I was never on
You
that.
got on,
note.
got off, grabbed another one.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you don't ever know where you're at.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
like, fuck,
like-
where the hell am I at right now? I can get that.
But yeah, man, hell yeah. Well, Shroom was the first one of us to leave.
Yeah.
Like,
Did he do that?
Yeah, no, true. That's who.
I was thinking of you.
He said, "Fuck, I'm cracking a real car.
That's who everybody
Over here.
took after. You know, like for sure. From this town, anyway. He left when he was like what, 16, with a backpack and a cutlass.
Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
about, I'm gonna be a pirate, and he come back like he was a pirate, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
no shit.
You could not even knock that kid.
Yeah, I remember when he left school. Everybody's like, "Damn, where the fuck Jared go?"
You won't sit here. I'm getting interviewed.
Yeah, we're,
This is gonna make me famous.
No, I mean, no, you're in there, so it's all right.
Oh, no, I'm
No, hey, it's all right. I don't think there's enough light to see who you are right now, but we're gonna use the audio for sure.
But no, I was floating around pretty much all those years, and went through some dark periods and some good periods, you know.
Biggest thing for me, personally, is it's on the list is like, how was Baja? Like from start to
Absolutely
finish.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Once you get down
that
past
like the-
Ensenada, it starts becoming like Mexico, and
Yeah,
then like you
you
pass
leave
through
the
the
desert,
Mexico border. You know, it's like Baja California, which is not Mexico, or well, it is Mexico, but it's just part of Mexico.
Yeah.
And then it's like the bottom half of Baja is Mexico. I'm like, yep, nope, for sure.
No,
Absolutely beautiful, man.
It's
Like,
everything everybody says. Ain't it?
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
We follow a couple of YouTubers. They do the Pan American Trail, and
That's cool.
their longest stop
That's
is
cool.
always Baja.
We done parts of the PC. We done part like we walked down the coast.
Yeah,
I mean, in the cliffs. Like we got picked up by this hash crew at one point, and like they're trying to put us to work. You know, like we're good workers. Yeah. But he was like, and they had like the straight. They had a straight truck with the winch on it, and pulled bubble bags out and everything. They were a straight bubble ash crew.
shit.
And like they're like, this is. Can you drive? I'm like, yeah, I can drive. And he's like, puts me in his work truck, and he's like, okay, there's this thing called the West of the One Club. You don't want to be a part of it because there's nothing west of the fucking one but ocean and cliff. I was like, okay, don't be a part of the One Club. Got it.
Yeah, keep it over here is what you're saying. Huh?
Oh yeah, just keep it in the fucking road. Do not run off this fucking road. There's nothing there.
I'm assuming that was the coast to coast,
Right.
like the California.
That's the
highway
California
there?
one. He said there's this thing called the West of the One Club.
West of the One.
There's nothing west of the one except for ocean and cliff, air.
As far as we go.
No doubt. But like, yeah, no, we were walking down that when they picked us up.
Like this one right here.
So you went from Washington State down the coast right there?
Well, we stopped. We
Oregon?
stopped in Oregon.
Yeah.
We stopped in Oregon that year, worked a year, and then we decided where we were going. You
After
know,
that, you
like-
said, "Fuck it, we're going on south."
Yeah,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Air 10.
went on down the coast.
So you literally traveled like half of the Pan American Trail, like
Yeah,
the,
but I would say that's probably like
yeah,
pretty
the
fair
North
wager.
American half.
You know, like at least a third.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like. We got off when it was easy. I mean, like some shit will draw you out of the woods, boys. Like a cheeseburger, like you've been out there for fucking 3-5 days. The cheeseburger will draw your ass up out the woods. You will walk 10 miles for that
Yeah, no
cheeseburger.
shit.
You will love that cheeseburger.
Let me get that Mickey D's,
like,
my man.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
doubt. Like your ass will come out the woods for a handle and some cheeseburgers. I promise you.
Oh shit! I'm coming out of the woods tonight if somebody offers me a cheeseburger.
Right. No doubt.
No shit. Well, that's a lifetime to live in a short amount of time. Too.
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
Yeah.
Then I was in Raleigh and then I got shot.
Yeah.
That shit. Bad damn sure.
Shot over a pair of boots, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
no, I was trying to give him a pair of boots, and I don't know, like this is the trajectory.
Yeah.
Didn't hit single artery, didn't hit a major structural bone. Like
right beside the nasal cavity, out the neck.
sounded like fucking sounded like Elmer Fudd for about 3 months. Like it sounded like Elmer Fudd for about 3 months.
Oh shit!
Lost the ability to whistle.
Can't whistle now.
Can't
still.
whistle for shit.
No.
Can't whistle for shit.
How's the silences treat you? Is the shit
Yeah,
different?
no, I don't think I'll ever have a clogged nose again. Like, that shit will clear out.
Straight in, straight out,
Quicker
huh?
than I ever never thought about for goddamn sure. I didn't think I had the bottom of my mouth for a minute, man. I thought I was licking the bottom of my brain, really. I mean,
No shit.
and I wasn't bleeding all that bad. I walked like a quarter mile after it happened. It never knocked me down, never knocked me out. And
Shot through the nose, out the
Right.
neck, and
Yeah.
said, "Fuck it, I'm taking my bike and my
yeah,
trailer." Yeah.
well, my dog was on the trailer.
Yeah.
So I ain't leaving the
fucking
fucking
walked it
dog.
off.
You know, I'll die. You know,
Yeah.
like,
No shit.
I walked and like when the ambulance got there, I was trying to light a cigarette. They said you can't do that. I said,
somebody
yeah,
call
I
it
know.
in for you, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did?
No,
Yeah.
I asked somebody to. And what happened? I just got fucking shot. You know, like, I just spit out blood, and they said okay, pretty much. Like there's no way they understood what I was trying to tell them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like-
Gargling in it, I'd imagine.
Right, yeah, no doubt. Like, But when I got up and they put me on the gurney, they wheeled me off. I turned around and looked. I mean, like, you know, we grew up in the woods and shit. And, like, an animal bleeds out. We've seen an animal bleed out. And, like, I turned around and looked at that puddle underneath me where I was. And I thought,
Trailing you, wasn't it?
I'm a goner.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I'd lost it all.
I ain't gonna lie,
the way
like,
here.
we got a phone call and we heard Denny was gone. Denny got shot in the
I
face.
lost it all on the way here, and I'm done. There's none left. Look, that little fucking puddle.
Yeah.
But it just
No,
wasn't bleeding that much.
We thought it was, well, I mean, I'm sure it was serious in the moment. We thought it was 100% serious and it was
Right.
a fatality. Yeah, we
Right.
thought you was
Yeah,
done.
no, I
Yeah.
mean, like, fucking, well, you know, people get shot in the goddamn face 5 foot away from
Not many people
here,
gonna tell a
like,
story
be
about
like,
it.
okay, I'm surprised I don't look like fucking,
Yeah.
like,
Dismembered and
right,
shit,
like
yeah.
Leatherface or some shit, you know?
Yeah,
like,
no,
fucking-
100%.
Flat, so you can still fold the back seat down.
And then here we are,
Look.
Saturday night, Warriors Path Park.
Yep,
Yeah.
lucky. Like, hanging out with people I haven't seen in 5 fucking years.
No shit.
Squat down.
Fucking insane how the world spins.
You've had a journey of a lifetime, and the sooner years of anybody
Yeah.
in the majority of their life.
Part of me wishes I would have hung out and done what y'all did, man. Stability
Man,
and
I hate.
like,
We're on opposite sides of the fence because we're on this side of the fence saying we would have done shit sooner in life.
well, I mean, had I known about some things, it probably would have turned out different.
Yeah, we're all there though.
Like,
You got memories made sooner. We're trying to make memories later. I don't know which one's better.
dude, I just recommend go if there's something you want to do,
Gotta
do
go.
it. Go
Yeah.
do it while you
That's
can.
where we're at. We're trying to
If
be
there's something
anyway.
you want to do, go do it while
Yeah.
you can, man. Like there are some serious secrets in life to learn what you really need.
Absolutely.
And what you really need at the end of the day isn't much.
No.
And it
I hear
always
that this
comes
little
to needed.
commune we got going on this weekend is where it's at.
Right,
here.
it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Right.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15
Yeah.
of us right here.
Having a good
We're having a
time.
good time. I ain't gonna lie,
Having
we
a good
slobbered
time.
out here, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta take another drink of this Crown
Yeah.
Royal for your grandfather, though. He used to take us camping all the
That's
time.
right, one for Big JT right here.
He'd buy a half-gallon Crown Royal, take one drink off the
Where's
neck,
Max
and
at
like
when you
watch
need
us
him?
drink and fight and fish and
Fuck.
camp. And he'd take one drink off the neck, let us drink the rest of it.
That's right. Little crown for JT.
Come say hi.
Come here, bud. We talk about JT, it's only fit that we show him who JT
Yep.
is. Yeah, he good though. Yeah, he'll get fucked. Well, Denny, man, I'm telling you right there, it's a lifetime to live in a short amount of time.
It has been.
It is.
I have no regrets.
You got a lot of memories made that I wish I could
wouldn't
make
change
now.
but a little at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I wouldn't change but a little.
Let me tell you though, bucket list starts with hopping rail cars right now. Like I swear that's on the list. I'm ready to go.
Been listening to this.
You ready to hop on a rail car, son? We gone
I
tonight.
think so.
We own everything.
The sound of a highway bothers some people. I'm like, oh my God, that is a lullaby.
You're ready to hit it and go, ain't you?
Lullaby.
Yeah.
I even put me just listen to cars drive by in the distance.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's been beautiful.
You hitchhiked the majority of the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hitchhiked the whole way most
Yeah.
of the time. I mean, I've hopped freight, but I'm not I'm a train hopper, but like I'm a however gets me there.
Yeah, no
And,
shit.
like,
Let me traverse this however I
a
can.
lot of the people that you do meet hopping trains, sometimes they're a little on the gnarly side. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
a little
Like,
aggressive about it.
Well, you know, yeah, exactly. But I mean, they're not bad people, but they're
Yeah.
just you know the kind that most people would probably pick up. And I never really had that problem. I always met awesome people in my journeys.
Yeah, no
you know?
shit.
Like it's funny that we got a ride from one dude in Arizona. And I mean, goddamn, he was the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
But he drove us 15 miles back the way we came. Yeah, okay, y'all need to be. We just told him we need to be on this side. We'd walk through Phoenix, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, it took us 2 days to do that. What we had done of it, and this guy picked us up. It's like, man, I saw y'all yesterday. Like, now y'all ride where y'all trying to be, and we're like, okay, we're trying to get on this side of Phoenix to a truck stop.
Yeah.
Anywhere like that, you know. We're just trying to get to the other side of the city. He said, oh man, I'm gonna hop in, no problem. He drove us to the wrong side of the city and dropped us off. But if he hadn't, if we met somebody coming all the way to North Carolina.
God, no.
Like,
from
from-
Phoenix to North
Yeah,
Carolina.
no, but if he hadn't have drove us 15 miles back
Yeah.
the way that we
Never met
weren't
them,
going,
yeah.
we wouldn't have got that ride.
Was
you
y'all
know
coming
what
back to
I'm
the
saying?
East Coast
Yeah,
then?
hell yeah,
Yeah.
we were headed this way.
No
like,
shit.
and, like if he hadn't picked us up, we would have never got that ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've had, God, it's been insane at the amount of it. The overly nice drunk people are probably the most dangerous people you meet hitchhiking. If you're a dude, anyway, you know. But I
is it like I'm gonna fuck you kind of guys, or like?
No, it's just like, oh, come on, let me help you. But there's a drunk that can't fucking drive.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
can't
like,
keep between the mayonnaise and mustard.
Like they're going to sleep and shit. They don't want to let the hobo drive their car, and like they're just like, no, man, come on, I got you.
Yeah. Like, well, at least we can get a couple miles out of you, maybe.
You know, like I don't know, but yeah, man, like I don't know. I've had a few really weird rides, but I know some road mamas that are like 98-pound chicks that'll fuck take off by themselves, and like they're fine.
No
and
shit.
Like when I first started traveling, I was like, oh my god,
They'll put miles
you've
down,
got
dude.
to help this girl. You know the country boy mentality.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't let this fucking. You can't let
We
this
gotta do
90-pound
something.
chick go out there hitchhiking by her fucking self. Like, oh hell no, they don't need your help. They're perfectly fine. Like, they like
Gotta
they
figure it out.
Like when I first met these girls, I was like, oh my god, I gotta help them. And like a month after that, I was like, oh my god, I need to learn from them.
No.
Yeah.
Short trip,
I
man.
love you.
Yeah.
One of your kids is not very
Really, all you gotta do is hit.
She can't run.
We
outside.
didn't. Of course, with family, you can't really consider rail hopping, but me personally, I would love to do like a passenger train, East Coast to West Coast. So we looked into Amtrak.
My mom said you can get like a month pass for I don't remember.
Maybe
what
like if you're like a member of Amtrak or something
Right.
like that, you could get like a jam up deal. But we looked from like going to DC. I think I was like the closest like
right.
port or hub or whatever. But DC to Southern California, that shit was like almost $3,000.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, like for
Buy a car.
Yeah,
Buy a car.
me.
Fuck that.
It's a damn bug, hey.
I was like, dude, this would be
Buy a
the greatest
van.
experience ever.
Buy a
Yeah.
van.
Yeah. My God, it is. I was like, yeah, we
Hey
ain't doing that
man,
shit.
like I know a lot of people that do stuff like that in RVs.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do stuff like that in RVs. Call them rubber tramps.
We are, well, I don't know about Amanda, but I am looking forward to maybe taking consecutive back-to-back weeks off of work
Right.
and doing this western trip out and back. But she's a beach girl. She wants to go beach, mostly golf too, but
You like seafood?
fuck,
I
dude.
love fucking seafood.
We dropped a few $100s a few weeks ago on seafood. Yeah.
Goddamn
We ain't
right.
gonna talk about that, but it was good. We were slurping on some legs and
Right,
stuff.
hell yeah, man. Hell, walking down the damn beach, you can kind of just collect it as you go.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's...
And we had thought about doing that too. We was going to do this Eastern Coast trip from like, what's that, Arcadia, Maine? Arcadia? Yeah. We was going to do there from at least down to
On
like...
this side?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know where Arcadia is on this side, but...
It's like the, I wouldn't say
out
the
west is in
northernmost
Oregon.
point of Maine, but it's like the,
I just
it's
hit...
upper Maine.
I just
down.
hit New Hampshire the year before I got shot.
Yeah.
Like I'd never been to that
What do
side.
you think about it?
It was unique in and of itself,
Yeah.
man. Like New York City was fucking insane. I'm glad I wasn't stuck there.
Yeah.
You know,
we did
I'm
a
glad-
2-day
I'm
trip to
glad.
New York, and we was like, maybe we're good with that. you know?
Right,
Yeah.
like like it's just not. Hey, to each
It's
their
odd.
own.
Yeah, it
To
is
each
odd. It's
their
an
own.
experience to have, but it ain't something you're going to live long.
Right,
with.
but
Yeah.
seeing it was insane.
Yeah.
Like it rose out of the distance like a damn, hell, it rose out of the distance just like to Colorado.
Yeah. Well,
Rockies.
same trip for us. We went to DC for 2 days and then hopped up to New York, and we had planned on going to Acadia, Maine. And we realized that was going to add like another 7 hours to our trip up and then 17 hours down. And was like, fuck that, we're not going to do that right now. But now we wish we would have.
No doubt.
But her great aunt and uncle went to Acadia, and they said it was the absolute best time they've ever had. Beautiful, best seafood they've ever had, freshest seafood they've ever had.
I love seafood. Man.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, that fucking fish you made last night,
Yeah,
it ain't seafood, but God, dog.
Oh, no,
Nobody
some of it
makes
was.
fried
Some of it was.
white fish anymore.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And we all about it.
If it ain't catfish, it's got to be whitefish.
That's right. What do you think about it? He don't
He
care.
tries not
He
to.
don't care. Yeah.
Yep.
Feed me, Daddy. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit. Like I said, man, it's a life to live.
Yeah.
Life to live. You done it earlier in your years. We're trying to do it later in our years, and I think it later in the years makes it harder.
I recommend it.
Yeah. If you're young, I think you need to fucking get on it.